Game talking about the best in the West. I don't disagree with him, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't disagree with him as far as like accomplishments. That's why we pulling it up too, because overall games accomplishments and like who he's battled and everything through time and his impact on the West. Like the West was dead in the water until Game came on the scene. So you can't act like he wasn't the person who brought the West back and say that he's not one of the best ever. He battled G Unit. He's battled a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? He easily dismantled G Unit. His track record's pretty good as far as album goes, and his battle element. You know what I'm saying? Like he's battled the dudes like Yuck Mouths. Like he's battled Joe Buttons. Like he's battled a lot of rappers. And for me, I'm just gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for this section right here because we are gonna take a brief little pause intermission to hear my man Club Shay Shay, my man Shannon Sharp in the game. You know what I'm saying? He said I'm a better rapper. Well, the caption is the game is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton, and that's another key part too, is that he's saying Compton. You know what I'm saying? He's really saying Compton. I don't think he said California, but we're going to listen for the context. I'm almost certainly speaking on Compton. And there's 3 MCs out of Compton that you can talk of that are the top. It's Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube, and Game. There's plenty of other, obviously, Compton MCs, but those are the 3 that you're going to think of off the top when you're going to rank, in my opinion. Now, there could be a bunch of other ones that you put out there, but if I was to rank my top 3 MCs from Compton, like all time, and this is over with everything included, I'm going Cube, Game, Kendrick. That's my order. That is straight up my order. You know what I mean? So, in Cube is somebody who I grew up on, and it's just there's a lot of things that he accomplished and did for the West. Game is second because I feel like you can't outshine the master. That's just really, I'm putting power things into this. Like, you can't outshine the master in that situation. And I think Ice Cube has a lot more classic albums than Game. I think his discography is better than Game's, me personally. You know what I'm saying? I think it's better. But here's the thing, though. If we're talking, well, they both be dismantling dudes as far as disses go, too. That's a tough one to call, but that's why I got Cube number 1. Because Cube was the reason why I fell in love with hip-hop. Cube's the reason why I fell in love with the West. You know what I'm saying? Cube is the reason why I fuck with diss records the way I do. Like, Cube is the reason for a lot of things for me. I mean, shit, Cube's in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? Cube's in my top 10. Game is not. So for me not to put Cube as the number 1 MC from Compton, that would be asinine. You know what I mean? So we going to see what Game got to say and what he's explaining on why he's the best. Maybe he covered the points, but let's see. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. We're reacting to this.
Today.
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, that's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody outrap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit, too, if it came down to that.
I mean, Game, listening to what Game got to say, Game does kind of have a point. Like, it goes back to the versatility. Like, I grew up on Cube, so it's like I'm biased on that. But with listening to what he has to say, he's got a point. Like, listen to that song, Left Out. He's been doing that shit for years, but the fact that he can rap circles, his bars is always crazy. Like, the double entendres is there, the flows is there, the cadence is there with Game. Like, Game is not lying about what he has to say. Game is not lying at all. I do not disagree.
So it's like I've
watched Game dismantle G Unit. I've watched him take other people's flows and rap in their flows. He's gotten on a couple of tracks with legends, and I wouldn't say out rap, but he held his own. I can't say there's a track that, like, if Game was featured where he smoked that person, and that's another thing. I can't put that in there. I'm like, what Game feature would you be like, Game had the best verse over somebody else? And, like, once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm putting that out there for the universe because I can't remember a feature that Game had where I'm like, oh, yeah, he busted his ass on that. Now, he's got bars and he makes his great solo pieces, but I can't remember.
I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, Game, I mean, the OG, man, there's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but
Snoop ain't from Compton, though. Snoop ain't from Compton.
Game, I mean, the OG, man, there's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason that Cube can't out-rap me is because I used Cube's, I used Cube's legacy to help me sharpen.
Right.
I used Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I used Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying?
See, that sounds good. And what Game's supposed to say, nah, these dudes is better than me. So I'm not even mad about what Game got to say and how he's approaching it. But listening to those points, I'm like, Cube still got the one up on you because I feel like Cube has more notable beefs too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's went at the likes of like a Common, the Cypress Hills. Who else am I forgetting in there in the middle, dog? I know I'm forgetting somebody, dog. Oh yeah, all NWA. You know what I mean? Which once again, I feel like he was the bully in that situation because he was the better MC out of everybody. Like Eazy wasn't touching. The closest dude that could probably fuck with him out of that group was MC Ren. You know what I'm saying? He's just one man. And is that the only battles he really had? Am I bugging? I always think Cube had more battles. Cause then Game got Buttons, Yuck Mouth, 50 Forever, G Unit, Banks. Yeah, yo, cause you can separate them too. Rick Ross. Fuck. See, once again, it's the Cube bias. It's the Cube bias.
So it's like Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up.
For sure,
right?
absolutely.
But
you see the way he walk, you see the way he chew that gum.
okay.
DP, all I gotta say, dismantle G Unit, 300 bars. 300 bars? What you talking about? The G Unit destroyed Game? Are you trying to say that G Unit was out here out rapping Game? Sorry. 300 bars ended that. They even came with 300 shots and a couple of things in between. G Unit got body, bro. 300 bars, bro. 300 bars.
The wristband on his elbow.
Now, Mike, in Kobe's prime, Mike couldn't hold Kobe.
No.
But that's because he came before him and he done with it.
Right.
I'm not saying if I was in 1992 with Cube might be able to, go crazy.
Right.
But right now, like, nah, it's not a rapper on the West that's better than me.
You still the best rapper from Compton?
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton.
Definitely?
Definitely.
Is it I think we're gonna talk about
Like I said, I'm gonna put Cube, Gabe, and Kendrick as far as the best rappers out of Compton. I gotta put Cube first. I think Cube's impact and legacy oversees what Game's point is, but what Game is this is what Game's supposed to say. But it leaves us out there for the masses to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely think Cube's the better as far as everything. Once again, I'm Cube biased. Like I said this in the beginning of the video. I'm Cube biased. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe.
but maybe I'm gonna talk about it now. Now, we just saw who had that versus. We had No Limit and Birdman.
Oh yeah, Cash Money.
Cash Money.
Yeah.
So who would you want to do a versus against?
I'm more of a fan. Like I'm a fan of the Versus series. More of a fan than I am a participant.
Okay.
And I think that with my career, there's only
I was about to say he's about to say it, but I don't think there's enough there's not enough discography for verses with Game.
few names that really even make sense.
Just be 50.
Right.
And I think the only person that I could probably be on
50.
Versus with is probably 50 or something like that.
Right.
And that's a tough one because at least with 50 you can go like 3 for 3 albums because after their third albums, both pieces like they dropped music and stuff, but for verses, you're only thinking about the classics and like the first 3, and they both that's where it's at. Like they don't have like decades on decades on decades of versus material. You know what I'm saying? I think a versus is meant for people who have a longevity and a crazy body of work.
Yeah.
You still got beef with Suge?
Nah, I talked to Suge like a few months ago. He was in good spirits, and he gave me my props. We bumped heads over the years, but again, I don't duck no smoke. So he ended up finding out that the hard way.
What's your relationship with Drake?
Drake? Oh, Drake, that's my brother.
All right, so I think the rest of this is about to be some other stuff.
Whatnot, and he had never done me no wrong. So
We have to take.
to know what I was capable of when I was on that type of time. And at this point, all the props we had.
I guess I'll listen.
We bumped heads over the years, but again, I don't duck no smoke. So he ended up finding out that the hard way.
What's your relationship with Drake?
Drake? Oh, Drake, that's my brother, man. That's my brother. I don't cut no corners about my friendship with Drake. He always been solid with me. He ain't never done me no wrong. He always look out, for the kids when they want to go to shows and whatnot. And he had never done me no wrong. So
When Drake comes to Compton, when Drake come to
Hold up. I know I didn't read what I just read. For one, don't ever put 50 and Adam Calhoun in the same category of breath ever again in your hip hop life. Respectfully, don't ever do that. Now, as far as the point that you're trying to make in the comp that you're trying to make, nah, not even close. 50 is far from overrated, if you ask me. Let's see. Yeah, I just completely disagree with that because once again, you just can't put these guys in the same breath or the same sentence. Like overrated in terms of what? You know what I'm saying? Like what would make 50 overrated? Cuz he can rap. He can make a song. He can make a hook. He can battle with the best of them. He can dish you. Now, granted, his pen, he didn't put much effort into his pen once he got the money, but Get Rich or Die Trying 5th, Massacre 5th, and before, I can't say that that's an overrated 50. You can't say that that's an overrated 50. Now, if you want to talk about Curtis, you know what I'm saying, Before I Self-Destruct, I Get Money 50, when 50 got the money and when he started just doing other things and not focusing on the pen, you can say he's overrated there. But as far as that other 50, nah, dog. Go back and do your homework on that one. Go back. Don't go listen to just Get Rich. Go listen to the mixtapes, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to them diss tracks. Go listen to them Jay-Z diss tracks. Go listen to a lot of things that 50 was doing pre Get Rich or Die Trying. Pre I'm rich and I got money 50. Niggas wasn't fucking with 50 on the rap tip. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I know a lot of people online and in the YouTube space, they like to always categorize people as far as like being able to have these double, triple, like that's not the only thing that rap's about. Rap's about being able to, say certain words together, you know what I'm saying, have a swag, have charisma, you know what I'm saying? There's other, like, once again, there's other elements that are beyond just being like, oh yeah, he rapped a double and a triple and like, all that. Like, nah, I think there's way more. So to say 50 overrated, I have to completely disagree. But you made me pause because you said, I feel 50 is the same position as Adam Calhoun. Kind of overrated. Hold on, what am I reading here? Not the same skill-wise, but overall 50 in the hype gets etc. He more overrated than Adam, besides Adam diehard fans. But 50 got like global ratings and crap. That ain't got nothing to do with it for me. I don't really include those when it comes to just skill. He makes better music. You know what I'm saying? He has a better pen. He makes better hooks. He makes better songs. He knows how to compose a good record. Like, it goes beyond just like rapping for me, which even if we're talking rapping, he raps better than that guy 100%. No, I know. I'm just, I just have to get at you a little bit. I'm not saying they're the same skill. No, but you are saying that they're both overrated, and I just couldn't allow 50 and Adam being in the same breath as far as an overrated thing. Now, if you was gonna say like 50's overrated, like another rapper that's like on 50's level, because I don't think Adam's even on 50's level to be even put in that same breath, respectfully. No, Moses, this is where it's about the whole G Unit. He made 300 bars that literally called Oscar the Grouch Lloyd Banks. He predicted that G Unit is going to be over and Lloyd Banks is going to be and Young Buck's going to be by himself. He's just like, Yayo's his best friend and can't rap. Like, he literally fucked G Unit up. G Unit was not looked at the same after 300 bars. Then you add in the elements of Jadakiss and the Locks. You know what I'm saying? You added those elements in there, and then they got washed. G-Unit got washed. Like, G-Unit was washed by G-Unit, but then because the game did what he did to G-Unit, it opened up the floodgates for everybody else to attack G-Unit as a whole. Not much 50, But 50 was the head, so you keep attacking 50. But Banks wasn't out rapping Styles, Sheik, or Jada. 50 wasn't out rapping them. He can out troll them and out disrespect them and bring up the money talks, but he couldn't out rap them. Game, 50 and them, that was an interesting battle because I feel like with 50 and Game, there was other things that was involved, like the Jimmy Henchman shit, you know what I'm saying, the Dr. Dre, a lot of in-house shit. So, like, those diss records kept coming for a reason because it was just entertainment. But we all know Game out-rapped all of them without a question and a doubt. You're bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say that. After the 2 tracks I heard from Samson in the 20 years, 30 years I didn't listen to 50, that's not happening, bro. I'm sorry. Like, taking charts and shit aside, this dude is not out rapping 50 Cent, bro. And Samson's cool, but I haven't heard nothing to be like, he's underrated either. Like, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody has their lane in their pockets and their skill set and their levels. You know what I'm saying? I think what really puts somebody over is if they can compose a song while doing that too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to pick up the mic, sit on the toilet, and rap. It's easy. It's easy to pick up a mic, open up your... And not saying it's easy because I can't do it. But as somebody who's skilled like that, it's easy to do that. Same with Harry Mack. Like, it's easy for you to freestyle for 20 minutes and people would be like, you're the greatest rapper ever, or you're like underrated. But no, there's other elements. Can you compose a good song? Can you make a record? Can you make songs that impact people more than just your skill of putting words together? Because everybody can do that. Everybody who gets involved in that and they go at it long enough can do that. But can you make the records? That just matters at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I think if you can make the records, then you get put into that. But if you're, because once again, it's like there's niggas in the G League that are nice in ISO ball, but they're not going to do shit in the league. So it's like, that's kind of like how I look at this rap thing. Like, they're nice in their lane, but there's a reason why they're not on 50's level. There's a reason why they're not on the M level. There's a reason why they're not on a lot of these people's levels. Samson ain't that nice, bro. You said only person out rapping Sam. Yo, you better show me some Samson shit that really impresses me now, because now you saying some hotlanders ass shit, Nightmare. You were saying some hotlanders ass shit, talking about Samson. Samson out, like, only person that can out rap Samson is fucking M. Bro, I done heard 2 songs. I'm sorry, dog. That ain't it. He could be a fan. He's nice. He's cool. But yeah, dog, I'm not buying what you selling. Let me go back to this though.
To your hood.
Right.
What is the undertaking that you have to take to make sure he can get in and out and have no issues?
Well, it's all love. But number one, you have to be accepted and loved in your hood. You know what I'm saying? Which I am. I've always kept it a buck with people from my neighborhood coming up. I've been in Compton all my life. So it's not like I'm some implant.
Right.
I've been there all my life. I know everybody know me. People see me while I was in my, in my dark days and know what I was capable of when I was on that.
All I gotta do is just say that for that is just check the credits. There's a lot of people still making their own beats, my brother. Check the credits.
The time, and at this point, all around LA, it's just it's a respect thing. Like I get nothing but like, what's up, big homie? What's up, gang? Like that's all around LA from any hood. So I think I'm far removed from getting banged on or tripped on, because at this point, like, I'm a household name. So it is what it is. But yeah, Drake, it was easy in, easy out.
I mean, he's got to be one of the biggest artists.
What up, sir?
Rappers.
Long time no see,
I
brother.
think he's probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Right now, one of the biggest artists. I mean, you can make a case. I mean, maybe Beyonce, Taylor Swift. I mean, maybe they're right.
If you requested the Samson song that I played with him in the bathroom, that's the first and only song outside of this Run DMC. So I did play that. I think you might have missed it.
Right there. But to hang out with somebody like him, I mean, you're like, you don't look at him like the outside world looks at him. You look at him like a homie.
You know what Drake does? Whenever he's in my presence, man, he always makes me feel like the bigger brother.
Right.
There's always a respect, and I think with him, it's never been I've sold more records than you, or I got more money than you, because he done both. When you breaking BITO'S records, Michael Jackson doing all that, as a rap artist or whatever. Drake don't even have a a music genre to fit in. He
Right.
just
He's an
Drake. You know,
artist.
it's one of those things. Like I'm not black, I'm OJ, I guess.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
But yeah, man.
Fucking dead.
He's always humble, man, in my presence, man, and I
Right.
really appreciate that. It makes it easier to navigate the friendship that way.
Man, when you heard Drake, like, man, Drake suing his label. He like, huh?
Who requested that one? I thought that was something you requested. You was talking about Samson freestyle or whatever over the Redman 80. I thought you said that. I'm almost certain you put that out there. Maybe I'm tripping.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Nah. You misheard
Yeah.
that.
That's me. I don't sue. But that's just me. And again, it's one of those things where I can't judge a man for doing what he thinks is just for himself, his career, his legacy, and his family.
Right.
I'm not. That it has nothing to do with me.
You talking about the Redman 80 bars joint or whatever? You definitely requested that, I thought. Well, I do have the DMC up. After this interview, I'll play that up there for sure. But I thought you definitely asked for the Redman 80 joint because I copied and pasted it trying to find it. And then I played that. But if not, my mistake. I'll play that one after this interview part. We got a couple more minutes on this, like 2 more minutes.
I did say that I don't think he should do that, but again, that's just me being a brother.
Right.
He don't have to listen to me.
Do you believe rappers need to check in when they come to LA? Because you see this, I mean, I've seen it before that somebody go to Chicago or they go to the old block or they go to this place and they need to check in.
I think people get that twisted, right?
That check-in shit be mad funny. That's just extortion things, dog. Like, that's one of those, like, if you want to be out here acting involved, trying to be involved, to get involved, to be involved, I feel like that's the only time you got to check in when you play those games and shit like that, trying to, you know, because these dudes will extort you, dog. Like, it's crazy how many people be really wanting to get down with that type of shit, but be getting bitched and punked at, like, the same time. Like, check it in. Like, nigga, I'm not checking in to, like, fly down somewhere, especially if I'm not involved with it and that shit. Like, nigga, I'm going to come be in and out, my nigga. Like, chill with that check-in shit, my nigga. Like, here I am saying that shit. Like, don't let things happen. And then you find me checking in and shit. But I'm just saying, though, the check-in shit always be funny. I feel like the check-in only comes to those people that want to get down to be down. Like, I think that's just really what it is. Like, any of those that want to get down to be down and be false claiming or just be scared to protect their own, like, that's when you got to check in. Like, a lot of niggas be scary, dog. Like, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these people be scary, bro.
This ain't the old days where you come to LA and we gon' bully you or say you got to do this or else. I think it's just put you in a better position if you know somebody that's from
That area.
the city that is in the genre of music that you're into. You give a call like, yo, I'm coming. What up, Brody? Just a courtesy call, and then me genuinely, if you my homie, I'm gonna make sure that you're straight.
You
that
good.
you got guys that know this area. You know, when America sends troops overseas, they got a liaison, somebody that's over there who knows the area,
Can
who
speak the language.
who down with our cause. So that's what it is. I don't think it's a bully, Suge Knight check-in thing. I think it's just like you should. And
He's sugarcoating because we know about the tricks and we know about a lot of shit that goes on with like the check-in talks. We know a lot of things. So like he's just being cute right now. Pause.
in the past, we've seen how it goes ugly when you don't, and I don't condone that in any way. I think I don't like that. The pass and the pop smoke, the PNB Rock thing, like I don't like that at all.
Right. You
What
went
sucks-
to Detroit.
What sucks with those, and unfortunately, is that like I feel like I remember seeing dude like talking crazy, like because once again these artists set themselves up. Like you can't be talking crazy online and doing certain things, and then and the RIP to both brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like saying that, but I'm just saying for the future of like kids and people that see these things, like stop being online acting like you can't be touched, and stop being on live dropping the low. Stop being online acting like you can just pull up and be this tough nigga. And then you pull up and then they grape your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just really what it is. Like, niggas need to stop acting so tough and so untouchable. And I get it's a persona and stuff like that, but like being secure with yourself and like really being in tune with yourself like that with your star player, like Cat Williams used to say, being in tune with your star player, you don't got to be acting like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to act outside of your character. And a lot of people, and we get it messed up because it's facade online, you know, these viral clips and everything else. But if you're in tune with your star player, you don't got to be acting how you see people really be acting online. Like, just keeping it a buck. I know it gets the clicks. I know it make people go viral, dog. But really just being you will get you a long way. than putting up a facade and putting on his face and acting in front of these cameras. Just being a buck.
Record with him.
Yeah.
What was that like? Had you met him before?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I met him before in LA at
Right.
the Aftermath a few times. Like
Okay.
Sam, he was around. Like we were all tight knit in those days. But I went to Detroit, and that was probably the craziest studio session that I've ever been in, man.
Talking about
What made it so unique?
Because
Eminem.
M eats like Taco Bell, like it's like gum. Like he just eat Taco Bell, and he drinks Mountain Dew, and he also
That's so unhealthy.
sometimes he writes his raps in circles on a paper, and then when he read the raps, he turn it the opposite way, so he reading like
That's
that.
fucking insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
This dude Eminem reads his rhymes like it's a CD or a record player. Do you know how crazy your brain has to be wired to be reading something in a circle and turning it in the direction of like a CD player or a record player? That's insane. How come nobody's talking about that? That's Eminem for you, huh?
But one of the most
Eminem's
talented
sick.
rappers alive and
Eminem's a
that's ever
sicko.
been. And yeah, that experience in Detroit was kind of cool, especially
When they told you, because I'm sure they probably told you about M before you actually saw him, and they said, man, hey, is this white dude? Bro, spit fire.
Yeah.
Man, bro, the last dude y'all told us spit fire was
Vanilla Ice.
Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
No. He liked that.
Yeah.
So when you heard him, his first,
Shit ain't bullshit. And ain't nobody was talking about Vanilla Ice can rap. They were just like, there's a white rapper out there like that's just making music and shit and it's smooth. Nobody said that he can rap.
I don't know if you heard his record or you heard him in the studio. When you first heard him, what went through your mind?
When I first heard, hi, my name is, I saw that on MTV and I was like, damn, this shit is weird, but
Right.
I like it. I never heard anything like that. I didn't
Right.
even know you could talk about your mom and shit on TV.
Yeah.
And like, so I thought it was crazy. So by the time I met him, I was probably like pretty much already a fan of
Right.
him in the early stages of his career. So to be on a label with, a guy that out-rap Jay-Z on Renegade, was crazy for me.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation.
Drinks and conversations. We trying to build the same space, Shay, man. You know what I'm saying? You motivate me, Shannon. Straight up. But nah, man, Game made some valid points on his claim on being the best rapper from Compton. Not from out of California, but from Compton specifically. And I will stand on the fact that I will say that it's Ice Cube, Game, and then Kendrick Lamar for me. But Game made valid points on why he would be number one. And I don't disagree with those points at all. I'm just Ice Cube biased with it because that's what I grew up on and shit. But, that was something that was dope, man. And, I guess that's just really what we got with that, man. I love hearing Game talking about a lot of things. I think Game deserves a lot more respect as an MC. I know he has his antics. He has his ways of doing things and then being like, yo, I got an album coming out. You know what I'm saying? I know he does that, which is fine. Like, I think every rapper has their thing on how they promote an album, and that just happens to be one of Game's ways. But Game is definitely one of the dope MCs, one of the dope rappers in the game. And, yeah, that's just really what I got with that. I just wanted to peep that, dog. So let me know, do y'all think Game is the best rapper out of Compton? Who's your top 3 MCs out of Compton? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. We out of here. Peace.